everyone. How are you? Monica Bodierski here, artist and author of the Shadowland Tarot and the House of Shadows Lenormand, and coming this fall in September, the Shadowland Lenormand. I hope you enjoy it, and remember, you can pre-order on Amazon if you'd like to make sure you get a copy. Okay, what are we talking about today? Well, before I get started, I'd like to remind you to hit that subscribe button, let me know you like these videos, and hit the notification bell. I'd really appreciate it. It lets me know that you find these interesting enough so that I can keep making them. Okay, so we're talking about court cards today, and I'll tell you why. That is the one topic that whenever I teach tarot, and I've been teaching tarot for many, many years, people ask all the time. I found a lot of shortcuts in the 40 years I've been reading, and I've been taught by so many different people, so many techniques. It's difficult to pin it down to one particular person. There's lots of great books out there on reading court cards. I think even K Greer has one, and she's been doing this for a long time, and I really like her writing style. You might want to check her stuff out. So, court cards for me are very interesting because they are not that difficult. You don't have to memorize the book, okay? So, what I've done is I've pulled 4 cards from my deck, one of each of the 4 cards from each of the 4 elements, so we can get a good cross-section here. So, let's start with the first in line, the youngest or the earliest in this, the Page of Pentacles. So the page represents young people. For me, young people can be kids. If you're reading for somebody and they ask you how old, or you're wondering, I kind of say right up to about 25. That depends from person to person, but it's worked for me so far. And this page has a personality based on the element. So it is the earth element, and the earth element tends to be, yes, very grounded, kind of steady, step by step, likes things categorized. Think of the earth and think about how steady and even slow that can be, and sort of careful, likes things steady, yeah? That's also a stage in development. So you could pull the Page of Pentacles if you just started a job and you were just beginning. Doesn't mean you are a child of up to 25 years. So see how that changes. It's both a state of being as well as a stage of development, as well as, I guess, people at a certain age. So maybe that's where the confusion comes in. Remain flexible, because the cards around will always tell you, and sometimes you have questions specifically about how you're doing and how your family is. Okay, remember, it's in the question too. That will give you a clue as to whether this is a person or whether it's just a stage of development. Okay, the next one we have is the Knight of Swords. So, next is the Knight. The Knight tends to represent people who are a little bit older. I think I didn't mention, I don't ever pick a particular gender when it comes to pages, knights, queens, and kings. That's right, I'm a gender bender. They are, to me, a state of being, and also represent a certain sphere, which I'll explain a little bit. Okay, so the Knight is a traveler. The Knight is an adventurer. The Knight tends to get out there and see things and do things, probably college age. And if it's for you in your state of development, it is about the element of air, communication, and speed, because you'd probably be somewhere between 25 and 35, 40, in that general area stage of development, okay? And as you can see, the Knight of Swords tends to be a speedy knight. Speed is indicated because air is like that, and communication and breath, okay? So unlike the earth element, which is a little slower, swords are much quicker. So if this were the Knight of Pentacles, earth, that knight would not be shooting through the air. That knight would be tending to plod a little bit, okay? One step at a time. See how the element and the stage of development, okay? And then we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups, I love the Queen of Cups for sure. Queens are not necessarily women. They are within your home sphere, within a tighter community, okay, maybe domestic. Guys might be working from home, entirely likely right about now. So a guy could pull the Queen card because it's talking about your domestic realm, but also a level of maturity. Again, one level more in chronological age, potentially from the Knight. So this is somebody who might be a little bit more mature in their attitude about things. And it's Cups, though. Cups is water and intuition and emotion. Go with the flow, be creative. So now we're talking about a mature, creative person. And if you want to make things a little bit easier, just tack on a personality to this that you can remember. Maybe this is your mom. Maybe it's a Hollywood personality you can think of who fits this bill. And that way, when you see the card, that personality will come forward and you won't forget what the card means. Okay, moving on. We have, certainly not least, but last, we have the King of Wands. The element of fire. Well, fire is certainly quite the energetic and passionate element. You bet it is. Sometimes the kings are about the larger community, villages, cities, countries. Maybe they're global. Maybe this is an actor. Passion, fiery, extrovert. See how these keywords are building when you think of the element of fire and you think of a certain reach or level of maturity within your career. Maybe this is an Academy Award-winning person. Remember, this could be an Academy Award-winning actor who's female, but who has that fiery passion and really extroverted and really gets out there, okay? All right, so that was quite a whirlwind. I hope it shed a little light on not only the elements, but the court cards. You know, remember that court cards aren't really that difficult when you attach them to stages of development and certain personality traits that are linked with the elements. It's just connecting the dots, and thinking of a particular person might help you with that one. Okay, everyone, have yourselves a great week. Don't forget you can find me over at IGTV and Instagram. You can always go to my website to see what upcoming classes are happening in the next couple of months. Please leave your comments below. Do court cards give you kind of a pain? Or are they fairly simple for you? Do you have your own tips and tricks for remembering court cards? Do you memorize them? Or you just do it intuitively by what you're looking at? Please feel free to share that with everyone. We love to get conversations going here. Thanks everyone so much for your attention and for watching, and have a great week. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.